Hi everyone, it's Alison Wood from nichelifesuccess.com here, and today I'm going to talk through Gumroad versus Payhip. So let me just say first of all that in the past I have used Gumroad. I was a fan of it. I loved its ease of use and functionality. However, I had switched to Payhip quite a long time ago. So you may have heard recently that Gumroad have increased their pricing to 10% flat fee. So that means that there isn't any kind of ongoing costs, but you will lose a percentage of any sales that you make. Now, this wasn't my incentive to switch. As I said, I'd already switched quite a long time ago, and therefore I think I'm in a good position to walk through how I found Payhip, the good parts, and if there are any kind of downsides to that. I'm going to talk through that, and you'll be able to see what the sort of the disadvantages and the advantages are, and the Gumroad versus Payhip to see which is better. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that with both of these platforms, Gumroad and Payhip, there is no ongoing costs if you're on the free forever plan. So with Payhip, their transaction fee is 5%. And as I just said, Gumroad is 10%. So obviously that's a good first starting point. You can stay on the Payhip free forever plan forever if you want to. It does take 5% of your sales price, which, as I said, is lower than Gumroad, but I would rather that than pay for a monthly subscription when I am first starting out. Obviously, if you're ready to scale up, then there are 2 further subscription levels. So when you get to the point in your business where you're making enough sales that this outweighs the the free forever element, on the $29 a month it's 2%, and on the $99 a month there's no transaction fees. So you will get to that stage once you're scaling up, but when you're first starting out, it's really great that you can just have a small percentage taken out of each sale and have no ongoing costs. Now, the next thing I'd say is Payhip is super easy to set up. It's really easy to add products, create your sales page, and start selling. You can have a sales page for the product on Payhip, or you can embed the Buy Now button on your own website or blog. Now that's super handy because sometimes you don't want to create a sales page for each individual item. You can do, you've got that flexibility if you want to on Payhip, but you can also just embed a payment link anywhere you want to. Could be in your own blog, it could be in a Medium article, it could be anywhere that you can think of. It could be on social media. If you're sharing something you want to just let people check out straight away without going through another sales page, you can send them direct to that link. You can even have your own shop page where you can feature all your products. So the other thing that I really love about Payhip is there is a pay what you want option. So as with Gumroad, you can offer that option. You just add the price and a plus sign next to it. So if you want it to be free upwards, you would just add, 0 and then a plus sign, or whatever, that's dollars, but you can add whatever your currency choice is. And yes, you can choose the currency on Payhip that you want to make sales in. I'm in the UK, but I price in US dollars. So just check them out and see if it covers the currency that you want to pay in. Now, the other thing that I love about Payhip are their marketing options. So you can create coupons in Payhip, upsells, cross sales, and even add what they call social discounts. That means that if your buyer agrees to share your product on social media, they will get a percentage set by you off the purchase price. Now, that is a great way to spread the word about what you sell. If you want to use affiliates, then you can also do that because Payhip has a built-in affiliate system. So you set the percentage you want people to get if they share your products and make a sale, and then you can track the process in your dashboard. Some of these things are on offer on Gumroad. So again, have a look through the features of both. Only you are going to know what's best for you. Have a look, see if the differences between them, the marketing differences, the affiliate differences, like in detail. That's what you're going to want to have a look at. The other thing I love about Payhip is it integrates with your email. So if you want to add your buyers to your external email list, then you can. Integrates with many of the main email providers. I use ConvertKit and it was super easy to set that up. The other thing that I love about Payhip is that it handles digital VAT. So you can see here. So if EU VAT and EU and the UK is a concern for you, Payhip reports and pays EU VAT on your behalf. Now, this was a big one for me for courses and digital products as I'm based in the UK. And if you don't want Payhip to handle this for you, you can opt out account-wide or turn it off and on for particular items you're selling. For example, if you don't need to pay VAT, for example, on a live in-person workshop. Okay, so what takes Payhip to the next level for me particularly? That is the ability and everything that you get to make selling courses super easy. You can still offer courses on their free forever plan, so you don't have to upgrade to get access to their course capability. So it's really budget friendly, because sometimes that's the thing that puts you off, isn't it, when you're first starting out. Now, if you want to embed videos actually within Payhip, there is a small monthly charge for that. However, you can also upload your videos elsewhere, for example, Vimeo, if you've got an account, or even on YouTube, and then you can host them elsewhere and then embed them in the course if you prefer. So there isn't even that need to pay for, ongoing videos if you don't want to. So here's what I love about their course feature. The sales pages you can create for the courses are beautiful and yet so simple to create. It's drag and drop and actually easier than some of the other interfaces I've used, such as Kartra and Kajabi. It's easy to set up the course. You can add, as I said, or embed video, embed audio. You can include downloads, text, assignments, surveys, and quizzes. So it's really got like the full gamut of everything that you might need. And then the course interface that your students will use is really intuitive. It has the menu of all the modules on the left, and it marks the lessons as they complete them. But they can also take lessons out of order or return to any previous lesson should they wish to. I use the course feature for my membership and it's working perfectly. So as well as courses, you can also offer memberships. You can add as many courses as you want. There are no limitations. And as someone who loves to create, this really suits me. So if you want to sell both products and courses, I would say that Payhip is perfect, particularly if you are just starting out and you only want to pay, a percentage on those things that you sell. If you are more focused on courses, and you feel that that's going to be more your future, then there are a couple of other options, and those are Thinkific and Teachable. And I've used also both of these, and I would definitely recommend both of them. They actually do have, I think both of them have a free option. And obviously look at that and see what it includes, because you won't get everything, but you'll get like maybe one course and things like that. And also you may have to do a transaction fee on some of them. So just check out the differences between those as well. I will leave a link to both of those below, also to Payhip and to Gumroad and to everything else I've mentioned below. Now, that's it, basically. That is why I switched to Payhip. And many people might be thinking it was because of the hike in transaction fees. That actually wasn't the case. As I said, I'd moved a while ago, and I found it just super easy to use. And I think it offers a lot more functionality and it covers a lot more than Gumroad. But obviously, have a look yourself, check out the different options and see what's right for you. There is no one size fits all in any of these things. You know, you have to look at them and see what you think is preferential for you. But in terms of if you're just starting out, you're only just starting to sell products and courses, I really don't think that you can go wrong with Payhip because it has so many options. It's got a free forever plan, so you can just lose the transaction fee for what you actually sell rather than paying any ongoing costs. So there you have it. Have I convinced you that Payhip is worth a look? I always love to hear from people who are using a platform daily, and that's why I wanted to share my experience with you. Obviously, because of the hike in Gumroad fees, but really because you might be looking around and you might be wondering what it's like, someone that's been using Payhip for a while, how they're getting on with it. So if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Just leave a question below in the comments. I would super appreciate a thumbs up on this video if it was helpful, and also do subscribe because I'm bringing out lots more if you are building a business or you want to grow or start a side hustle. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.